Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all ages. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you guys are here. We're working on I think it's an 06 Toyota Camry Solara. It's got the rag top convertible. I believe it's the V6 SLE 3.3 liter. The customer states that the accelerator is hesitating while driving. Now, this is going to be an interesting kind of a diagnosis because there is no check engine light on this car. So we are going to have to conduct a no-code diag. It seems to be the theme this week. No-code diagnosis on a hesitating throttle. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. So down here at the accelerator pedal, if we give this thing a push, see that? The engine does not do anything. There's no RPM taking place. Push a little farther. There we go. Now RPMs are coming up. See that? But up here in the top third of this unit, we have no actuation. So what I want to do, well, first of all, let's go over a couple basic principles of this. This does not have a traditional cable actuated throttle system. If we take a look at the pedal down here, we're going to see there is a potentiometer in there, kind of like your like an old school thermostat, like a rheostat, so to speak. Basically, there are electrical circuits going through that sensor, and as the as the throttle pedal is manipulated, it changes the position of the resistance creating a potentiometer inside of the sensor there, and that changes voltage through those circuits. Now what'll happen is the ECM, let's pop the hood, the ECM detects that change in voltage and goes, hey, my driver would like some more throttle. So then it'll change its voltage output, I'll open this, to the throttle body itself. It has an electronic throttle body. It'll change voltage to the throttle body, open up the throttle body, and allow more air to enter the intake stream, and that is what actuates the engine's throttle. So we're going to take a look at those voltage values on the scan tool and compare the two. They should be very closely correlated. If they're not, then that indicates a potential problem with the ECM wiring APP1, accelerator pedal position 1, or APP2, which is accelerator pedal position 2. Typically you're going to find that in the throttle body. So let's get the scan tool out and take a look at that data, and then we'll go from there. Let's grab this unit right here, power it on, beep, and we're going to plug her in. Down below the dash somewhere here we've got an OBD2 connector. That's onboard diagnostics version 2. It's been around since 1995. So we're going to pull up this vehicle, get into engine and throttle data, and then see what we can see. All right, we're loaded up with vehicle, 2006 3.3 liter Toyota Solara with 123,688 miles on the odometer. Let's go into the ECU and get our appropriate data values here. Let's see. There's data display. We're in the engine monitor, or in the engine computer right now. Yep, data display. Then we're looking for no glare on my scan tool. Communicating, initializing. Satellites are linking up in outer space. No communication. Pish posh. Well, it's communicating now. So we're going to go down to ETCS. That's electronic throttle control system, I believe. Everything's an acronym in automotive land. Collecting data. It should give us our values. So we've got engine speed, coolant temp, throttle position. That should be at the actual throttle body. Accelerator pedal position 1 voltage, accelerator pedal position 2 voltage. Look over there. We got 0.48 and 1.2 volts. Those should be matching each other. So what I'm going to do is reach down with this flashing light, give this thing some throttle. Look at that. 0.98 APP1. Here's what we'll do so we can track this. It's the one just below the highlighted value. See that 0.48 volts right there? Give this some more throttle. 0.88 volts, 0.1 volt, and now we're starting to see a change in RPM right there. Letting off the throttle, voltage falls back to 0.48, 0.5, giving it more throttle again. We're not doing much. It doesn't react. So we're getting voltage out of it. See that right there? 0.14. But we still have not had a reaction at the vehicle's throttle body, or the engine's throttle body. Still pushing, still pushing, still pushing, still pushing. And at 1.4 volts, we start to get a change in engine speed. See, 800 RPM. Back down, 592. Yep, there is definitely some throttle hesitation here. So, let's diagnose this with no codes. We have no check engine light. We should have no codes. Let's just go and take a look in the ECM and see if there are, in fact, no codes. I would assume that since the light's off, there's no codes, but you know what they say about assumptions? They'll make an assumer. Nobody wants to be an assumer. Communicating. You guys, you won't believe what happened in my real life world. Current codes. You know how everybody's running around setting Teslas on fire and keying them and destroying them and vandalizing them and whatnot? I just saw a news article of a friend of mine, guy I used to work with back in the day. I shall not name names because I don't want to throw any heat on him that he doesn't already have. I haven't spoke with the guy in years, but he just got arrested for driving around Bradenton, and he was keying, allegedly, he was keying Teslas. I guess they caught him on security camera pulling up to a restaurant. There was like 3 Teslas there. He circled the parking lot, got out, and keyed them all up. I didn't realize that my guy had that kind of potential in him, but I also realized that the current state of affairs in the world has driven people to behave in ways that they normally would not behave in. I was actually shocked to see the guy's photo. I guess he's really mad at Elon. Which I don't get that. Like, if there's something happening over here and you do something over here, that's not going to change what's happening over here. Point being, I suppose it's not a trendy topic these days to commit vandalism. Let's not do that. We don't condone that. And hey man, if you see this, sorry, I don't mean to call you out. I just wanted to talk about what happened. It was a great way to maybe convince other people to not do the same thing, because the cops will catch people. That's what they do. They're really good at it. This thing won't let me look into codes. I don't know if I'm talking or if I'm working. I can't figure out which one it is. Anyway, I don't think there's any codes in here. This is a no code diag. Yeah, there's no codes. I already did that. Okay, so now that we've established there's no trouble codes in here, let's go ahead and shut this off, and let's do a little bit of probing with the electronic testers here. So, unfortunately for me, the electronic connector for this guy is right here, and I want to get a meter on this. So what I think we need to do is probably pull this engine cover off, pull this business off here real quick. Did I fix this one day? No. We're going to pull this thing off here real quick and get this tubing out of the way, and that'll give us some good access to that throttle body. Here, let's get our engine cover off first. A couple rapid unclicks with these bolts here. It's a little warm. Hot, 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 hot. It's that radiant heat absorption. How are you not coming off there? What is this? Oh, got it. And the little clips under there. See that? That's what we did. Okay. So, cover's off. Let's get the rest of this rigmarole out of here. Well, let's see. We have a few hose clamps to contend with. Get that one. Let's see, there's going to be this little guy down here. folks have been working on this thing. It's got witness marks on it. For example, a little drywall screw looking business in there. It's actually a pretty good repair what they just did. That washer fits nicely. The screw goes nicely. Good job, and whoever improvised this. I can appreciate your efforts. Okay, backside. Backside is the 10 like it's supposed to be. There we go. Mass airflow becomes disconnected. This little guy. Uh-oh, I dropped their ingenuity. Oh no! Need a magnet. There's a magnet. Alrighty then. There. Are you going to make me take you apart to get that out of there? It is. I almost set that down on the exhaust. Oopsie. Okay, so there's our throttle body. That's looking kind of nasty-ish. Tell you what, let's I'm gonna go key this thing on, and we're gonna actuate this valve and see if it's gonna move or not. It actually looks like it's kind of stuck open right there. Yeah, let me hit the key real quick. Actually, this is a two-man job. Dave's gonna help us out over here. Will you hop in, key this thing on, and then slowly actuate the throttle pedal position as I indicate to you, so we can observe this this throttle body here. All right, give it a little bit of throttle. You good? All right. Yeah, get a little more. You're about halfway down, aren't you? Yeah. All right, give me wide open throttle. Yeah, it's only opening like halfway, if that. Close it. Open it. All right, close it. Key off. It physically can open. Real quick, key it on. Hold the pedal to the floor. Nope, key off. Key on, then hold the pedal to the floor again. I think we have a bad throttle body. Look at that. Are you holding it down? Yeah, this thing's junk. Move it around a little bit and then back to the floor. Yeah, we got nothing. I think we have a bad throttle body here. Okay. All right, Dave, you can shut her down. Well, let's do some electronical testing anyway. There's a resistance value test for these pins right here. So we're gonna check this with a meter to make sure, because we haven't determined if it's the throttle body or if it is in fact the pedal position sensor down below. Okay, utilizing the AllData Repair manual, not sponsored, that's just what I use. I've got a throttle body inspection page pulled up here. We have a representation of the connector on the throttle body itself, which labels all the pins and the circuits for the pins. And it wants us to do a resistance check on those circuits. So we're gonna take a test meter and put it on pin 1 and 2, that's M negative and N positive, M, not N. And we're looking for 0.3 to 100 ohms resistance. That's probably the resistance measurement of the full sweep of the motor itself. Then we've got another circuit here. We got a 5 volt reference, or 5 VC, that's pin 5 VC, to pin 3 E2. And we're looking for 1.2 to 3 ohms of resistance. So basically, if resistance values is out of spec, it authorizes us to replace the throttle body. Okay, let's get ourselves connected here. We're going M1 to M2, and our spec is 0.3 to 100 ohms of resistance. Put that on it right there. 4.2 ohms resistance. All right, that one's good. That circuit for testing is fine. So let's check the next one. It's gonna be pin 5 VC. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Lost my dealio. There it is. Pin 5, that's VC. It's going to be this one here. And then the next pin after that is pin 3. 1, 2, and 3 right there. Pin 3. Uh, 171.4. Okay, pin 3 is 3.2 ohms maximum. Okay, we're out of range. Replace throttle body. Need new throttle body. That's a confirmed kill right there. I kind of think I already knew that, but fortunately, we had a resistance table here that can just easily condemn the throttle body assembly. So let's pull this guy off of here. Looks like we've got a couple 10s and then 2 coolant hoses. Yeah, there's engine coolant running through this throttle body. Okay. That one there, and then the 10s. Okie dokes here. So let's go ahead. Let's unclamp these. I need to go tell Lauren to order a unit. I think they're available. It's pretty common on the Toyota. Yeah, let me go inside and get those parts ordered, and we'll come back out and take the same parts. Okay, parts on the way. They had one local. Let's go ahead and pull these nuts out of here. 2 nuts, 2 bolts. Oh, no you don't. See, that's the danger of one-handed operations. Drop your nuts. Alrighty then, I'm showing off too much. Okay, now that basket thing right there, that's our gasket. That's nasty. Okay. Oh good, it's not dumping coolant everywhere. Nice. X amount of moments has passed and we have a replacement throttle body. It's a Cardone unit. These are remanufactured. So what that means is they will take this one back as a core. I will put this in the box and send it back to Cardone or whoever, and they will take it apart and rebuild it and make it better, faster, stronger, and they'll make it functioning. The reason I'm over here kind of showing these things off side by side is that I'd like to illustrate how we have some manufacturer markings on this and some stickers that indicate that it is not just a generic white box fake Chinesium piece of component. So this is a quality rebuild, not just like a reproduction. So a lot of times, if you can get a new unit cheaper than a remanufactured unit, that's going to be your cheapo knockoff from somewhere else, not from the manufacturer. You kind of want to not go with a new cheaper unit. You want to go with the remanufactured one, because at least now you have a brand that can back up the quality of their part. Interesting. Look, there's still witness marks on this from its install, or someone bought it and it didn't fix their problem and then they returned it. It could have been that too. It may have previously been installed. Either way, we're going to put this in. Let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and slide this guy over the studs there. Put the nuts on it while we're here. This thing didn't come with that basket gasket thing in there, and I didn't remember seeing a listing for one, so we're reusing the one that's here. I know the internet doesn't like that, but we'll be fine with reusing this gasket. There's should not be an issue. And if there is, get a tissue. Clickage. I mean, the reality is, If it turns into a problem, then I guess I can hunt down the gasket and then put it on there, but I don't think it's necessary. Not critical at this current juncture if time, or point in time, or juncture. There we go. And then this one. Need 2 hands on that one. Raw, push that on. There we go. All right, let's plug it in. See what happens here. Hey Dave.
Yeah.
Can I borrow you? Climb back into this here Toyota. Key it on for me and give me just a wee little bit of throttle. Let's see if this thing's gonna wake up and start doing what it's supposed to do. I don't know. Where'd the keys go? On the seat, on the floor, in the ignition.
There we go. I got them.
They found them. They're over there, man. All right. Give me a little bit of throttle. Give me wide open throttle. Give me a little bit of throttle. Need to recalibrate this. Let go. All right, shut it off. It tried to close when we first keyed it on. That's odd. Let's start it. We need to start the engine and start it up. Let's plug some stuff back in here. I believe I need to recalibrate this. I'll see if I can do that with the scan tool. If not, then maybe I need to start it and it'll recalibrate itself. You know, when I was in that scanner, I didn't see an option to relearn this thing, so perhaps that's not an option. Plug this thing in. Vacuum lines, this thing, that thing. Airbox doesn't want to connect. Okay, I got it. We're good. We're good. No worries. Difficult fitment of the Legos. Plug that guy on. In, on and in. And our little custom guy. That repair washer down there actually really was a good repair. There's even a sleeve on the threads of the bolt to prevent it from over torquing. Someone gave that some serious TLC. There we go. Okay. I think we're good here. Let's go in. Let's start the engine up and see what she does. Let's get this stuff over there so it doesn't fall. Good. Okay, Toyota. Check engine lights on. Let's give it a little bit of throttle. See that? Throttle right there, right off the top. Cool, let's check voltages with our scan tool. We'll see what that code is right there. Yeah, there's a couple lights on. Let's see what she says. Plug it in, plug it in. Okay, getting back into it. Wake up, scanner. This thing's getting slow. I need a new one, I think. I think it's crapping out internally. It likes to freeze up sometimes. I just want codes. Good. Current codes. Mass airflow, I had that disconnected. Throttle position, I had that disconnected. Air intake temp sensor, I had that disconnected. Okay. I guess it picked up codes with the key off. Whatevers. Let's clear them all out. Shut down, key on, engine off. Clear codes. Ding. It's initializing communication. One moment, please. What? No communication. Yeah, I told you the scan tool's not treating me very well. Please clear the codes. Yay, there it goes. Took 3 attempts. Key back off. Start the engine. Check engine light is off. All the other lights are off. Good. So let's get into data. We're going back into data and we're going to check those voltages real quick. That's going to be our smoking gun confirmation. I guess it relearns when it's running. Electronic throttle control system data, ETCS, and voltages. APP1. Oh, that bumped up to 0.7, and APP2 1.46. I'm sweeping into the throttle. Clearly. Alright, so here. Shut her down. I want to get into full throttle. Throttle position, percentage, 19. Give it more. 33, going up, 40, 50. It's not giving me 100% throttle though. These voltages are matching. Target voltage. Yeah, it's only coming up with 51%. Maybe it needs to be running and driving to get 100% because I'm full throttle on this. Let's check the ALDAT and see if there's a relearn procedure. Okay, yeah, let's go see if there's some kind of relearn here. All right, climbing back in. I just went to the YouTubes and I found the throttle relearn position procedure. So what we do, stick the key in, switch it to position 2. That's the on position once, twice, and then we can start. So now let's check data and see if we're able to come up with 100% throttle. Well, I'm convinced that it's fixed because now the throttle responds. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna tighten some stuff down here. Take this out for a ride. Clamps. Oh, that one evaded me. It's an elusive little creature. There we go. All right, let's throw the cover back on and get my tools out of here. We're gonna go out for a ride real quick. And poof, it's clean and ready to rock and roll. The idle seems to be doing just fine. From what I was reading, the throttle relearn is for the idle, not so much your full throttle business, but we do have throttle actuation. That's what it was here for. Backing up, checking mirrors, looking good. I can see you. No one's behind me. Yeah, let's go right around. Maybe we can see that 100% figure while we're rolling. that could be a software feature. You guys remember once upon a time these cars were running away wide open throttle and wrecking? Oh, I just felt the idle hunt. Yeah, so it's relearning. And we're off. Okay, well, it's got some go to it, that's for sure. Yeah, she moved. I didn't see that throttle position value get up to 100% though. We'll go over the bridge and see what happens. There it is. I saw 82%. Okay, we're good. I saw it. I saw what I needed. So it looks like it won't give you wide open throttle down at idle or unless you're in gear and you're moving. Very interesting. Oh, traffic's coming. Skirt. I just did a burnout with a Camry on a bunch of gravel. Yeah, I'll take that. That'll do it. Beautiful. Looks like we got a winner chicken dinner on this one, folks. That's a successful no-code diagnostic for no throttle response on a Toyota Camry Solara. So guys, that being said, I believe I'm all done here. This will conclude our video experience for the day. As always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. Since you watched this video all the way to the end, I'm going to assume that you liked this video. If in fact my assumption is correct, please feel free to communicate that to me effectively by engaging that like and subscribe button down below. Drop me a comment or two while you're down there. And most importantly, before I go, I'd like to remind each and every one of you guys to not forget to have yourselves a fantastic day. See you guys later in a video, in a day, end of Toyota, in a transmission.